Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Since taking over WWE's creative regime, Triple H has regularly made pivotal changes, be it repackaging superstars or introducing new factions. While some changes have been noticeable, others have unfolded discreetly. Given the recent situation, fans have been wondering whether the game quietly dismantled a prominent faction on Raw. Latino World Order. LWO's conspicuous absence from the Red Brand show has sparked widespread speculation among fans. Zelina Vega, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Dragon Lee have all been noticeably missing from the show of late. It has been a while since the LWO stablemates have been spotted with Rey Mysterio, leaving fans wondering about the faction's status. However, Triple H has not broken up the Latino World Order. A major reason why the members of the group have not been seen together is due to a lack of creative plans for them. The company is seemingly struggling to book Rey Mysterio and co. in a faction versus faction feud on Monday Night Raw, and this creative dilemma may be the reason for their prolonged absence. The Master of 619 made a surprise appearance on the latest edition of SmackDown and also competed in an impromptu match. Meanwhile, Zelina Vega has been making sporadic appearances on Raw, while Dragon Lee has been absent from the Red Brand show for quite some time. This is a clear indication that the company currently has no plans for LWO. It remains to be seen whether Triple H has plans to keep the legendary faction active or if he decides to disband it in the coming months. LWO's fate is looming in uncertainty. Rey Mysterio's surprise appearance on the Blue Brand's show this week has created quite a buzz among fans. The legendary Luchador competed in a singles match against Kevin Owens on the Friday night show in which he suffered a loss. However, this also caused the WWE Universe to wonder whether the veteran had switched rosters. However, there are no reports of Mysterio moving to SmackDown. The recent episode of Blue Brand's show took place in San Diego, California, which happens to be his hometown. Therefore, the Master of 619 paid a visit to the show to greet his home crowd and announce his participation in the Men's Royal Rumble match. Triple H does not seem to have any plans of moving Rey Mysterio to Friday nights. The WWE Hall of Famer is set to remain a part of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. However, fans can certainly expect some inter-brand feuds involving Rey, as the brand split seemingly no longer holds any significance. It will be quite interesting to see what the future holds for the legendary Luchador, and if the game has any major plans for him for WrestleMania 41. The world of WWE thrives on the unexpected. Plot twists, surprise betrayals, and shocking alliances keep fans glued to their screens, waiting to see what happens next. Monday Night Raw is often the stage for these seismic shifts, and on a recent episode, WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, might have orchestrated one of the most subtle yet significant changes in recent memory. Reports and fan speculation suggest that a legendary WWE faction may have quietly disbanded, marking the end of an era for a group that once ruled the industry. But which faction are we talking about, and why would Triple H, a man known for his respect for WWE history, decide to pull the plug? Let's dive into the details, analyze the events on Raw, and explore what this could mean for the WWE landscape moving forward. The faction in question is the Judgment Day, a dominant group that has become a cornerstone of WWE programming. Originally led by Edge, the group underwent a major shift when Finn Balor took over as leader, joined by Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and Dominic Mysterio. The Judgment Day had established themselves as a force to be reckoned with, holding multiple titles and influencing storylines across Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT. Their success was undeniable, but in recent weeks, subtle cracks began to appear. Tension between members, strategic missteps, and heated backstage exchanges hinted that the group's unity was waning. These signs culminated on the latest episode of Raw, where Triple H's creative fingerprints seemed to suggest a quiet, deliberate dissolution. One of the most glaring issues has been the friction between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Despite their shared successes, Priest's possession of the Money in the Bank briefcase has created an air of mistrust. Balor, often seen questioning Priest's decisions, appeared increasingly frustrated during their backstage segments. On Raw, the tension reached a boiling point during a tag team match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Miscommunication between Balor and Priest led to a costly loss, with Balor storming out of the ring afterward. The commentary team subtly hinted at a growing divide, and fans couldn't help but wonder if this was the beginning of the end. Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Champion and arguably the faction's most dominant member, has been operating on a different wavelength. Over the past month, Rhea has taken on more solo endeavors, asserting herself as a leader in her own right. On Raw, Rhea was conspicuously absent from the Judgment Day segments, instead focusing on her ongoing rivalry with Raquel Rodriguez and potential new challengers. This absence further fueled rumors that Rhea might be preparing to step away from the group to solidify her position as the face of the women's division. Dominic Mysterio, often the group's wild card, has struggled to maintain his footing without the direct support of his stablemates. His recent losses and inability to retain the NXT North American Championship raised questions about his future within the faction. On Raw, Dominic was seen backstage, dejected and alone, hinting at a possible exit or shift in his character arc. Triple H has long been praised for his ability to weave intricate, long-term storylines. His creative style often involves planting seeds of change subtly, allowing the narrative to unfold organically over time. On Raw, his influence was apparent, as the faction's disintegration was handled with a quiet, deliberate approach. Rather than a dramatic implosion, the Judgment Day seemed to be drifting apart naturally, with each member charting their own course. The decision to disband a faction as successful as the Judgment Day is not one to be taken lightly. So why would Triple H, a man who understands the value of strong stables, decide to break them up? The Judgment Day's members have all reached a point where they can thrive independently. Rhea Ripley is a dominant force in the women's division. Damian Priest is poised for a major singles push with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Finn Balor remains a top-tier talent, and Dominic Mysterio has become one of WWE's most hated heels. Allowing them to pursue individual storylines could elevate their careers even further. One of Triple H's strengths as a creative leader is his ability to recognize when a storyline has run its course. While the Judgment Day has been wildly successful, there's always a risk of a faction becoming repetitive or losing its edge. Breaking them up now ensures that the group's legacy remains intact rather than overstaying its welcome. The dissolution of the Judgment Day opens up new possibilities for storytelling. Damian Priest could turn face and challenge for the world title. Finn Balor might reignite his demon persona. Rhea Ripley could establish herself as the undisputed leader of the women's division, and Dominic Mysterio could find a mentor or rival to push his character further. The WWE Universe has been buzzing with reactions to the potential breakup. While some fans are excited about the individual prospects for each member, others are disappointed to see the group disband. Social media platforms like Twitter and Reddit have been filled with debates about whether this was the right move and how the breakup could have been handled differently. One prevailing sentiment is that the Judgment Day's breakup feels more bittersweet than shocking. Unlike the explosive betrayals that marked the end of factions like Evolution or The Shield, this dissolution feels more natural, a testament to Triple H's nuanced storytelling approach. Rhea Ripley. Already a dominant champion, Rhea could become the face of the women's division, and perhaps even take on a leadership role in WWE's broader narrative. Dominic Mysterio. Dominic's journey as a heel is far from over. He could align with another mentor or faction to further his development. If the Judgment Day has indeed been quietly disbanded, it marks the end of an era for one of WWE's most captivating factions. Under Triple H's guidance, this breakup feels like a calculated move designed to elevate each member while leaving the door open for potential reunions down the line. As the WWE Universe watches these developments unfold, one thing is certain: the legacy of the Judgment Day will live on, even as its members carve out new paths in their careers. And true to Triple H's style, the seeds planted on Raw will likely blossom into some of WWE's most compelling storylines in the months to come.